Welcome all of you. Myself, Professor Satish Aware, Civil Engineering Department, Sinhagad Institute, Solapur. And now this is the second lecture on break-even analysis. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the numericals in the regarding break-even analysis. Now let's see the numerical. If you want to learn the concept about break-even analysis, then visit to my previous video. In that video, I was covered the complete concept, theoretical aspects and components under it on break-even analysis. And now in this video, we are going to study about the numericals, and three numericals we are covering here. Now, first numerical: calculate break-even point from following data. Explain its significance in two cases. There are two cases given. First one is by without considering profit, okay, and by considering profit. There is a profit given. Without considering profit, we have to calculate break-even point, and with considering profit, we have to calculate break-even point. Now, given data is fixed cost, sales price, and variable cost, okay, and here is profit, which is the additional data, okay. Now, given data is F is equal to fixed price, that is 2 lakh rupees. S is the selling price, that is 20 rupees per unit, that is one unit is sold at 20 rupees per unit, and variable cost is 2 rupees per unit, that is one product is manufactured or purchased. It may be manufactured or purchased for 2 rupees per unit. Means what is the contribution or what is our profit for every regarding every unit is 20 minus 2, that is 18 rupees. We have the profit, or we can say it as the income from one units to the us, and F is the our fixed cost, that is the outgoing. Now without considering the profit, case 1, QB is equal to F divided by S minus V, which is the standard formula which was derived and discussed in the previous session. If you skip this session, then go to this video. First was these basic concepts about the break-even point, and then come for the applications through the numericals, okay. Now QB is equal to F divided by S minus V, whereas F is given 2 lakh, okay. S is given selling price 20 rupees, V is given 2 rupees, means 20 minus 2, 18 rupees is the contribution. It can be said as the contribution means profit per unit, okay. Then QB is equal to 11,111. In terms of units, break even point can be calculated in terms of unit, in terms of price or sales or cost, and in terms of percentage. Now RB is the break even point in terms of rupees, is equal to Q into S. It is the standard formula which was discussed in previous session. This is QB into S. S is the 20 rupees per units. QB is how much units we have, how much units have the break even point. Means after selling this 11,111 units, we don't have any profit, we don't have any loss. Hence the units sales less than this QB, then we have the loss, and if unit sales are greater than the QB, then we have the profit. This is the break even point at which no loss, no profit. RB is the break even point in terms of rupees. Means if we sell, if our sale or our counter, suppose it may be a counter has the 2,22,222 rupees, then this is the break even point, and the money coming beyond this or after this 2,22,000, and then it is a pure profit. And when money comes below the 2,22,000, then this is our pure loss, okay. And this is the break even point in terms of rupees. It can be calculated in terms of percentage. We are calculated for the next example. Now case 2 of the same example is with considering profit of 4,000 rupees. Means if you want the profit of 4,000 rupees, then how much unit you have to sell, okay. For no profit no loss, what is units, how much units, 11,111 units, it is a come. If you want the profit, obviously then Q is greater than QB for making the profit. It's a basic concept, okay. Now profit equal to revenue minus cost, which was learned in which you learn in 7th and 8th standard study. Profit equal to revenue minus cost, which is a basically profit equal to revenue. Revenue means income, cost means outgoings, okay. Income minus outgoings. What is our income? Income is the Q into S. Q means how much unit you have sell, S means unit price of a single unit. F is the fixed cost, V is the variable cost, and Q is the, we have to calculate how much unit you have to sell, okay, or we have to sold, okay. Now the profit is given 4,000 rupees. Q we have to calculate. 20 is the selling price per unit. 2 lakh rupees is the fixed cost. V is the variable cost. Now 40,000 equal to 20 Q1, it may be Q or Q1, or it may be it gives the Q, means number of how much units you have to sell, okay. 20 Q1 minus 2 Q1, it becomes 18 Q1. This 40,000 plus this 2 lakh, it becomes 2 lakh 40,000, okay. Then 2 lakh 40,000 divided by 18, it becomes Q. And what is the Q? Q is the 13,333.33. If you sell, if you sold the units 33,000, then we have the profit of 40,000 rupees. 13,000 unit if you sell, then you have the pure profit of 40,000 by subtracting 2 lakh as a fixed cost, okay, and the purchase price of this 13,000 units is also included, and by skipping this, by subtracting this total outgoings, we have the pure profit. That is income minus cost is a 40,000 rupees. This is the QB in terms of units, the break-even point in terms of unit. If you want break-even point in terms of rupees, then rupees equal to Q into S. In all cases, sales or rupees are Q into S, okay. Q is the, this is Q, and S is the fixed 20 rupees per unit, and R is our break-even point if you want the profit of 40,000 rupees, okay. This is the example number 1 was covered. It is the basic example, and such kinds of example are asked for the university exams in engineering, okay. Now next let's see the slightly typical and different example, but basic concepts are same, basic formulas are same. Profit, break-even point, those concepts are basically same, applicable in all numericals. Just method of question is different, just asking method of question is slightly different or slightly complicated, it can be. Now let's see the example number 2. A fixed cost of product, a fixed cost of a product for a started year is 80,000 rupees. Fixed cost of product is 80,000 rupees, means a fixed cost. The estimated sales for a period are value of 2 lakh rupees, means our estimated sale, okay, it is the R value. It has the 2 lakh rupees, means our estimated sale is 2 lakh rupees. Our fixed cost is 80,000 rupees for a particular product, for a particular production company. Now the variable cost of single product made is 4 rupees. Means suppose this is a again we take the example of manufacturing of pen. The manufacturing of pen is a cost has a 4 rupees. Then the company which requires to manufacture the labors, machines, electricity, the rent of the space are included as a 80,000 rupees, okay. It may be per month, per year, what it may be in terms of per time, per unit time, okay. Now this 80,000 is a fixed cost. This 2 lakh rupees is our expected sale, means at the end of one entire year we has the 2 lakh rupees in our balance, okay, with us 2 lakh rupees. If each unit sells at 20%, if each unit sells at 20%, means after this achieving sale of 2 lakh rupees, we must have the 20% profit after getting this sales, okay. This is the concept included in this. It is slightly complicated given problem, but its method is so simple, and method is doesn't changes, but question is slightly different on the way, and number of units involved with expected value of outcome constants, means they doesn't say that how much units we have to sell, we have to manufacture, they doesn't sell, but they only sell the our expected sale is 2 lakh rupees, and the profit after this expected sale is 20%, okay, not a 20% of 2 lakh rupees. After getting this sale 2 lakh, this 2 lakh includes 20% profit. Are you getting this? Now let's see which contents they have asked. They ask a break-even point, contribution, profit, and number of unit sale. So it is a very basic problem and a very easy problem. Now given data is F is a fixed cost 80,000 rupees, estimated sale R is equal to 2 lakh rupees, variable cost V is equal to 4 rupees per unit, and we have asked S, that is selling price of every unit, or how much unit you have to sell to achieve the 2 lakh rupees sales. Okay, estimated sale achieve. For achieving this estimated sale, how much unit you have to sell? They asked. Now given that sale is 20%, okay, means sale gives a profit of 20%. Okay, means after 2 lakh rupees in our counter, okay, in our hand, then we has the 20% profit already with us. Are you getting this? Means if you have 100 rupees, then profit is 20 rupees, then final amount is 120 rupees. Then how much our investment? Then after getting this 2 lakh rupees, we have the 20% profit to calculate X. Okay, to calculate X. Now we have the cross multiplication basic concept to finding the X. If 100 has 120, then X has how much? Sorry, then X has 2 lakh rupees, then X is how much? Okay, now X equal to 2 lakh into 100 divided by 120 equal to 1,66,666, means our actual outgoings are 1,66,666, but our sales is 2 lakh rupees, and in this 2 lakh rupees we have the 20% profit of 1,66,000 including this. Okay, now it is clear. Now next, revenue is equal to sale is equal to 2 lakh rupees, means total income is 2 lakh rupees. Actual income is different, actual profit was different. Are you getting this point? Income means collected amount. It amount includes our outgoings also. Okay, and after subtracting our outgoings, we get the pure profit. Okay, revenue is 2 lakh rupees. Cost means our outgoings. Cost is 1,66,666 rupees. Then cost is equal to F plus Q into V, as we discussed this formula in previous session, and revenue is equal to Q into S. Okay, we have to calculate the Q. We know the F, we know the V. Okay, considering the cost equation, 1,66,666 is equal to F is the 80,000 and Q into 4. Q is calculated. Now after this solving above equation, we get the Q is equal to 21,666 units. Means to getting the total sales of 2 lakh rupees, we have to produce, we have to manufacture, or we have to sell the 21,666 unit must be sold, and then and only then we get the profit of 20%, and after getting this profit we have the total revenue of 2 lakh rupees. Okay, now considering the equation of revenue is equal to Q into S. We have the revenue of 2 lakh rupees. Q is the calculation from above, S is the we have to calculate, means selling price of a single unit. Okay, then selling price of single unit is 9.23 rupees. By solving above equations, means our manufacturing cost of pen is 4 rupees as per the question. Okay, 4 rupees as per the question. 80,000 is a fixed cost, and after this selling, after the sales of 2 lakh rupees, we had the 20% profit. Okay, now the selling price of pen is, we get here 9.23 rupees per unit. We have to sell to achieve this achieve the given profit and given sales. Now go further. Profit is equal to revenue minus cost. It is the basic formula. We all already knows. Revenue means incoming, cost means outgoing. Okay, revenue means incoming and cost means outgoing. The difference of incoming and outgoing is the pure profit. Okay, now profit is equal to 2 lakh rupees is the revenue, total sale generated. Cost is the we have to paid, or we already paid this amount to generate the that much of sale. Means our outgoing is 1,66,000 and our revenue total sale was 2 lakh rupees, and we get the profit of 33,333 if sale is 2 lakh rupees. Okay, this is one part of that question. What is the profit? Now what is the contribution? It is the contribution, it is the difference of selling price minus variable cost. Selling price minus purchase price means after selling of single product, how much profit we have after the selling of single product. Then single product how much contributes in our profit. Okay, means a single product gives 5.23 rupees per unit profit to us, and this is called as the contribution. It was the basic difference of selling price and variable price. Okay. Now break-even point. What is break-even point? We all know the formula, F divided by S minus V. S is already calculated, V is already given, F is already given. Then Q is equal to 15,294 units, means after selling 15,295 units, we have the no profit, no loss, means our fixed cost is covered, our variable cost on these units are already covered, means this point has no profit, no loss. In terms of RB, break-even point in terms of rupees is a QB into S. Okay, this is a 1,41,000, means in our counter or in our hand. If 1,41,000 in our hand, then we get the break-even point, means after the revenue generated after this 1,41,000, it is our profit, and if revenue generated below 1,41,000, it is our loss. Now PB, it is the break-even point in terms of percentage, equal to Q minus QB divided by Q into 100. Okay, and this is get the 29.4%, means in our total stock there is a 29.4% profit from the stock. Okay, how much unit we have stocked. This is the break-even point. Okay, and our answer is covered here. If you have any queries regarding these two numericals, then ask in comment box. Okay, if you like this video, then please like, because after your likes I will provide more and more videos on this basic concept in an easy language, and trying to give the better presentation to all of you. Now it is the question number 3, last question under this session. Question number 3. A ball bearing manufacturing company is planning to install an additional plant which will require leasing new equipment for a monthly payment of 60,000 rupees. Variable cost should be 20 rupees per item, and each item will retain for 70 rupees. It is a very basic and very simple numerical asked for you. In this numerical, they directly given the fixed cost of 60,000 rupees. In a simple language, it is a company of manufacturing of ball bearing. Okay, it's a bearing manufacturing company which has to establish a new plant. Okay, a new plant, they requires new plant for the manufacturing, and for this they requires a new equipments in leasing, means rent basis. After using this equipment, we have to pay the rent for the use of that equipment per month, and this rent was 60,000 rupees. It doesn't depends how much unit you have produced, or this machine may be in idle condition or may be working fully, or what it may be, how much unit you have produced. It doesn't depends on the rent. Okay, it depends on only time, how many times you used or leased. Then variable cost should be 20 rupees per item. Variable cost is given, means manufacturing price for the single item is 20 rupees, and each item will be retained for 70 rupees, and this item sell for 70 rupees in a market. And 3 questions are given. How much item must be sold in order to break even point? There is for no loss, no profit, how much items we have to sell. A second question is, what would be the profit or loss for 100 items are made and sold in a month? For the particular month, if we sell 1000 items, then what is your profit or what is your loss, what it may be. And third question is, how much items must be sold to realize profit of 40,000 rupees. To get the profit of 40,000 rupees, how much unit we have to sell? It's the basic question, and such kinds of question asked in our university exams for many times. And now concentrate on this type of question. And this is a very simple. If you has any queries or any doubt regarding such kinds of questions, then please ask in comment or give the reply. Okay, fixed cost. F is the 60,000 rupees, variable cost V is the 20 rupees, S is the selling price 70 rupees per item, and they asked a break even point. As we know, break even point QB is equal to F divided by S minus V, that is 60,000 divided by 60,000 divided by 70 minus 20, that is QB is equal to 1200 units. Means after selling 1200 units, we got a point, such points whereas we don't have any profit, we don't have any loss, and after this selling 1200 units, beyond the 1200 units, how much units we have sold, the profit or the income we getting the profit, or the units less than 1200 units. If you sell the units less than 1200, then it is our loss. And how much units are less, that much units, that much your maximum loss. And how much units are more sell than 1200 items, then it is our more profit. Are you getting this? Now second question, second sub question of this same numerical. If 1000 units items are sold, then generated revenue is 1000 into S. S is the selling price of single item, that is 70 into 1000. Okay, then revenue generated is 70,000 rupees. Means after manufacturing 1000 unit, we got the income of 70,000 rupees. But we have to pay some cost as a rent of machine plus manufacturing cost of that equipment, manufacturing cost of that product. It is a F plus Q into V. F is the fixed price, that is 60,000. Q is the Q is the how much units we have produced, 1000 units, 1000 units, and V is the variable cost, manufacturing cost of that single unit. Means total our outgoing was 80,000 rupees, total outgoing. Okay, but total incoming was 70,000 rupees. Means outgoing is greater than incoming, cost is greater than revenue. Definitely here is a loss. Okay, and if sometimes or some numericals, if revenue is greater than cost, then definitely there is a profit. Okay, and if cost is greater, then obviously loss is there. We have to mention in our answer there is a loss, then loss is equal to cost minus revenue. If there is profit, then it was revenue minus cost. Okay, if there was profit, then cost equal to 80,000 minus 70,000, that is loss is equal to 10,000 rupees. This is a second sub question. And third sub question was how much unit we have to sell for the profit of 40,000 rupees. To make the 40,000 rupees, we have how much unit we have to sold or we have to manufacture. Okay, profit equal to revenue minus cost, obviously, and cost loss equal to cost minus revenue. Okay, profit equal to Q into S minus F plus QV. Profit is given, Q is we have to calculate, Q is calculate here. S is given 70,000, V is given 20, sorry, S is given 70, V is given 20, and F is given 60,000. Now after solving this, we get the Q equal to 20,000 units. Means after selling the 20,000 units, we have the pure profit of 40,000 rupees. Okay, I think you are getting with me, and there is no queries. If you have the queries, then ask in comment box. If you want the same kinds of lectures on engineering management, then subscribe this channel, make a like if you like this video. Thank you.